was watching a video, and I realized I hadn't really read every magic item in Dragonslayer. Just been taking them as, but the preface for the thing, how to roll, blah blah blah. We know how to do that. The magic items. Oof, went over the top of my head there. In most instances, the magic items appear mundane and ordinary. Alright, so they don't always look like the shiniest, best thing on the pile, right? Player characters must use and experiment with magic items or cast specific spells to determine their nature. In short, potions must be sipped or drank, scrolls and instruments must be read, clothing equipped, ball, weapons and armor must be used in combat, and so on to determine the enchantment. Okay. Now this one here, now I have been using, if a player character has a 500 gold piece library, they have a 2 in 6 chance of identifying an item in X amount of days, D3 days. It's a house rule I use in OS Old School Essentials, and I carried it over to Dragonslayer. But this says something interesting which I'm going to incorporate for player characters. Subject to the discretion of the maze controller, a player character may consult a high-level priest or wizard to discern the properties of a magic item for a cost of 300 gold pieces / per level of the caster, minimum 5th level, and 1 week of study. So that's assuming that these people have research materials. And since my guys are kicking around in Highfell, they can dig his stuff up. I'm thinking that level 1 through 4, you've got a 2 in 6 chance as a novice, as per my house ruling I've already been using. But at 5th level, 1 week, and they can determine the properties of an item through research. Seems reasonable. If an NPC can do it based upon level, minimum 5, and that would apply to priest, wizard, and subclasses, therefore illusionist and or monk. All magic items glow with a faint blue radiance when subject to the spell detect magic. If the maze controller wishes, cursed items may glow red. No. Cursed items are always going to bite you in the ass unless you have some way. I may do a 2 in 6 roll to let people determine if it's cursed, or if another reason, that is a reason to maybe use the identify spell, because identify I think has a higher chance in this game to detect curse items. I've never liked allowing people to detect curses. It should be something that only reveals itself at the worst possible time. I think it's very simple. I think I'm going to do that. Yeah, I've already decided I'm going to do that. 2 in 6, 1st through 4th, because you're a novice, if you have a 500 gold piece library. At 5th level, if you take a week per item to identify it, to spend time researching it, you know what that item is. The research. Make them want to have a library or have access, to gain the ability to access a large library. Isn't that what your wizard should be doing anyway, right? That's what they do. They're the smart dude. If you have one library and then multiple arcanes and divines in your party, they could all be working in the same library. So the library is just for research material. I'm going to, since there's some unique books and stuff, if they get copies of said unique books and things, they can get some synergy bonuses to stuff, I think. Just thought I'd throw it out there. I'm going to be reading some magic items. I'm going to do it with a walk, so I'm a little tired. Probably look a little disheveled. Getting back into the heart healthy stuff is rough. But anyway, we'll be doing more of that this year. So expect maybe doing videos from state parks across Kentucky, West Virginia, and Ohio. Because I'm going to day trip. If I ain't got no grandkids, I ain't got to pick anybody up, I'm not going to be home. I'm going to go to a state park and chill out. So anyway, game well, game often. So some of the stuff you read in here, make it available to your players. It makes them kind of handy. Maybe they don't have the time to do the research. They want to get back, so they pay someone else to do it while they're adventuring. It's still an option, you know. All right, but later, guys.